The shape of the Earth debate continues, with the continual advancement of astronomy and amazing imagery provided by telescopes such as James Webb. It seems clear that we live in a vast universe. Boeing had a secret reusable spacecraft called the X-37. The Space Force supposedly revealed a photo from that craft, and look at that. That seems to show our place in the universe. A small ball, right? We trust the Space Force, right? Remember how recently the Blue Origin, a spacecraft that carried Katy Perry, among others, to low Earth orbit, supposedly showed this degree of curvature, which is quite significant at its altitude. Its altitude was a little bit over 62 miles. So this image is going viral today. Here's an instance from Flat Earth Truth showing a screen capture of a CNN clip reporting that Branson's spaceplane is gliding back to Earth at a reported altitude of 50 miles, showing this degree of curvature, which is not much at all. And so with what I'm about to show you, the position I put forth in this video is that it seems things are deliberately deceptive in a way that's not natural. Why this is not entirely clear to me. Could it be that there is a force operating through this world to affect human minds, where every human mind that's in a position to show us a fact about the true realm of which we live gets a little psychic worm that causes them to take the exact action to create confusion, such as using lenses that create distorted curvature? We're ready to rest in the reality of the Earth as a tiny blue dot, completely insignificant in a vast expanse. We can rest in that reality, but we want the reality to be consistent. We want what we observe to be what we expect at different altitudes. I mean, I'll admit this is a scary telling of the reality, that the Earth could be easily destroyed by an asteroid or such, or a solar flare, or a supernova. But it is comforting to sort of know what it is and not to have confusing counter evidence. We don't like being shown imagery such as this, having our intelligence insulted. We know this is a CGI animation. This is not really from the space station. It's quite obvious, supposedly, the speck of Earth from a very great distance. So this post inspired this video, and what is interesting to me is the claim that this is supposedly 50 miles up, and you seeing the horizon appear as it does. In a previous video, I showed you these photos from astronaut Oleg Artemyev. This photo appears to show a very slight degree of curvature from the height of the space station. This photo does not seem to show much curvature from very high altitude. So under this thread, you have someone post their demonstration of high altitude, in this case 124,000 feet. Not very high at all compared to space station, show a very dramatic degree of curvature here. And this is proof to this person of a curved Earth. Then you have this other poster remind us about the Chinese space station orbiting at an altitude between 217 and 280 miles above the surface, showing no apparent curve in their footage. Look at this. Look at this. Extremely clear. Straight edges there, aside from my poor drawing. Very shocking footage. Could be a psyop from China. I don't know. But this is a part of the worm, so to speak. This obscures the true boundaries. And you have this YouTuber, the millions, 800,000 subs, tell us exactly what we expect to see at certain altitudes. Person gives us a pretty 360-degree camera to show us a supposedly curved Earth at 20 miles up, completely in contrast to the other examples I showed you from much higher. So you know in the end, this debate has to come down to optics, the optics used for this imagery in simulation compared to the optics China used and the optics Oleg used. If you opt to explore this issue objectively from a neutral position, you will be confused. Knowledge is power, and this last little bit of knowledge, what we expect to see at certain elevations, what the Earth is, it appears to be the bit of power that the initiated choose to hide the reality of, maybe to maintain their superior position or gaslight because they think less of those who don't have the knowledge. I don't know what it is, but it's something that we as a collective have to get over. Perform experiments to get everybody on the same plane. Maybe a pun was intended there. No, Ben, flatties are not dumb as a rock. We live in a complex and extensive information environment. Some do just hedge on to beliefs of their friends and loved ones without doing much research themselves. Others create frameworks to carefully discern what is and what isn't. People think differently. And because of the confusion that exists in imagery, it's natural and understandable that flat earthers would exist. I thank you for your interest in this matter. I am an investigator of the mysteries that still exist in this realm. trying to find the mechanism that causes everything to work. So please follow if you're into this type of thing. Also exist on YouTube and Rumble. Great platform, by the way. Free speech.